All right, so today we're gonna continue reading Miss Marvel. And we're gonna strengthen our inferencing and comprehension skills by reading the comic book and participate in class discussion. So Jesus,
You're
mercy on me,
famous.
man.
You're famous.
They love me.
I don't wanna be talking. All right, so let's talk about Miss Marvel. Yesterday, you guys read the first couple of pages for the first volume. So what is it about?
I really got superpower.
A girl that got superpower. What's her name?
The one. No.
This girl, right? Kamala? Kamala Khan. Drunk girl. Kamala Khan. Well, she thought she was drunk, right? She was pretty much tripping. Where's her family from? Muslim, Pakistan. She's from Pakistan. Now, on Monday, you guys watched a video about how this comic book came to be, right? It's based off of a real person, right? Where was she from? You guys remember? Or where is her family from? Nobody?
I remember that one.
So it's based off of an Indian woman. Do you know why that's significant? Like, and this is, I mean, India, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you a short history. So normally these two countries, India and Pakistan, do not get along. But yeah, they tend to fight with each other. But if in reality, they were all part of the same country. So when they were ruled by Britain and Britain left, Britain said, okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave, but all the Muslims need to move to Pakistan and all the Hindus need to move to India. And so it caused a huge rift and divide, okay? So in reality, they were all originated from India and now they're different countries. It's kind of like if the United States said, okay, Texas, we're gonna let you become your own country, but all the Catholics need to move to the Valley and all the Christians need to move to the Panhandle, right? And then divided us in two. So what happens is a lot of times these two, they don't like to be mistaken for each other. So it's a big deal that the fact that they made her Pakistani, they're showing like, you know, that they're okay with that it's okay to be inclusive, okay? So is she your typical hero? No, right? How did she get her powers? It was like that fog or something, right? Came in, that weird fog. She was, right? She snuck out, right? Yeah, she snuck out and she went to a party, right? How did she get caught?
They found her laying down before.
Oh no, so somebody called her parents. The boy called her parents. What do y'all think about that?
Were you a snitch?
Her best friend called her parents and told on her.
Well, no, because he's cared about her.
He cared. Does he just care about her as a friend though?
No.
Have you guys gotten?
He got
any-
a crush on her.
He has a crush, right?
Little sensitive.
Now here's the question though. So she's a Pakistani girl with brown hair, brown eyes, brown skin. When she turns into a superhero, what does she look like?
She looked kind of unknown.
She does.
What color hair does she have? Blonde, and she turns into a white hero, right? Miss Mar- Yeah. So why do you think that is though at first?
Because.
Black girls.
Yeah.
We just were talking about Miles Morales last week, were we
No, we
not?
haven't.
How many black girls do we have?
Maybe
Exactly,
two.
there needs to be more, right?
We got Falcon.
So,
What's his name? Like the-
let's find out what happens today. I'm gonna stop it as we're watching it so I can discuss things with you. I did figure this would be easier to do the audio. It does slightly differ from the actual comic. I tried really hard to kind of keep up with it. It's just, you know, Miss Garcia's blind and I was tired of like trying to squint and read stuff. So the audio kind of helps out a little bit.
When she was Miss Marvel. Oh my God, I am Ms. Marvel. Is it too late to change my mind? It's like my skin is one big muscle and that muscle has tensed up. Wake up, Kamala. Wake up, wake up. It is not a pleasant feeling. Oh man, I'm gonna puke. Now the big muscle, let's go. Everything feels all loose and jittery, unstable. My body feels like it's bubbling, going gooey. What? I looked down at myself. I'm me again. Okay. Okay. I'm okay. Now my top half is crimson old school superhero, and my bottom is my normal jeans and kicks. It feels like there's a mask over most of my face. But it is happening. This is what I asked for, right? So why don't I feel strong and confident and beautiful? Why don't I just feel freaked out and underdressed? I don't recognize this street. I must have wandered off.
So does she have control over her powers?
No.
No.
Nobody
So-
does.
So she doesn't have control over them. But it's actually a little bit different than Miles Morales, right? Like the first thing he did was he just went invisible. This person's actually changing into somebody completely different. How would y'all react if that was happening to you?
Oh.
Well, what?
If all of a sudden you went and you turned into somebody completely different. Huh?
Is the blonde lady, does she have her own personality? Like, is that like a whole different person?
No, so apparently it's still her. So it seems like what's happening is she's still her, but she looks like Captain Marvel when she was old school Miss Marvel. So remember when you watch the one on Monday, you learn that Miss Marvel becomes Captain Marvel much later, right? And then they allow her to have pants. Remember? Did y'all watch that?
Yes.
But now,
Huh?
they have different powers there.
Yeah,
Miss
so-
Marvel can stretch and stuff, can't she?
Yeah, exactly. So this one, she can stretch and she can do all kinds of stuff. We're gonna see some other powers that she has. So it seems like she gets these powers, but instead of being herself, she's looking like the old comic book character, right? Miss Marvel. So what does that tell you about how she feels about herself? Not confident, right? Because it's not like because most people other than like the Hulk, they still look like themselves, right? So let's find out what happened.
Kind of looks like himself. He's just, bigger. He still has the facial features.
Yeah, he
Mark
does.
Russell.
Very true, very true.
I can follow the bike path toward downtown. I can go home. I can fix this. Something is wrong. It's not just me. It's the mist that's shrouding everything. It doesn't smell like air. It doesn't even have a smell, really. But if it did, it would smell like secrets.
So what do we think about the mist?
It's like,
It smells like
it's
secrets.
one of them government things.
You think it's one of the government things? Do you think it has anything to do with her getting her powers?
Yes.
Yeah, because she passes out at one point, right? But then the question is, other people are in the mist. How come they're not getting their powers?
You have to have certain genes.
Oh, so kind of like a mutant, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
So what does secrets smell like? I don't know what secrets smell like. So
Nothing. They're hidden until you open it up and it smells bad.
yeah. But isn't that characteristic of comic books to make those like corny kind of statements like it smells like secrets? Okay, what is that? Okay,
I
right?
want that to be like a Yankee candle.
I made it to the river anyway. Down below, about 20 feet of concrete stairs, there's the bike path, and a rickety-looking dock juts out into the water. Manhattan across the way looks like a ghost city rising up out of the mist. Helicopters are training search beams down into the blue-green fog. What just happened? Was that for real? Did somebody put something weird in my drink? At this point, I'm kidding myself. Of course it was real, terrifyingly real. Right down to the horrific realization that a superhero costume does not include underwear. I wonder if I can do it again, this time on purpose. Transform! Nope. Whoa, I see a flying red streak zip by in the sky overhead. Iron Man? Looks like I'm not the only one freaking out about this weird ass fog. Could it be that what just happened to me is part of something bigger?
So it's blue-green fog. Is that normally the color of fog?
No.
No, so it's an additional indication that the fog is what?
Not
Not real
really.
fog.
Yeah, it's not real fog. It's not natural, right? It's man-made. And who do we think is the red streak? The red streak that goes
This
across
is
the,
Marvel, Flash is
right there?
apparently it's Iron Man.
She thinks it's Iron Man. Do you guys agree?
It gotta be.
Oh,
It might be Wanda. It might be Wanda.
Oh, it could be Wanda, yeah, right?
It makes that Human Torch maybe?
Oh, it could be Human Torch too, yeah.
Great. Zoe and Josh out on the dock.
That's the job.
That's the next.
The party must be winding down. I duck behind a bush. I really can't deal with Zoe right now.
Oh,
I'm in costume again. It's like a reflex, like a fake smile. As soon as Zoe shows up, I feel like I have to be someone else. Someone cool. You'd think that by pretending to be cool, I would feel cool. But instead, I feel small.
So what just happened to her?
oh, that's her power. She can do whatever she
The bush
thinks.
next to me seems like an enormous tree with giant leaves. Everything is humongous, including, oh my God, giant cockroach.
So
What?
now we realize, so when she wants to hide, she became the blonde-haired girl, Miss Marvel, and then she wanted to be small, and she became small.
I feel like I've seen this in like a movie plot before.
So that's at least 2 powers that she has, right? That's 2 powers.
Yeah, you love me too. Come on, babe, dance with me, huh?
No way.
Yeah. Oh, you scared you're gonna fall? Don't worry, baby. I'm never gonna let you. Zoe.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Zoe goes completely under. She's not coming back up. There's this ayah from the Quran that my dad always quotes when he sees something bad on TV, a fire or a flood or a bombing. He always points out the emergency response people, the EMTs and the firemen and stuff. And he says, God says, whoever kills one person, it is as if he has killed all of mankind. And whoever saves one person, it is as if he has saved all of mankind.
So what do you think about
When
that?
I was a little kid,
Is that true? She says in the Quran, it says, if you kill one person, it's as if you kill all of mankind. If you save one person, it's as if you save all of mankind.
I mean, if you think about it, if you think about it like realistically, no, it doesn't make any sense, but you have to think about it in that perspective.
Well, it's kind of saying like in each person, there's embodied like a whole bunch of things, right? It's not just a person. That person can go and touch many, many lives. They can do all kinds of things, right? So if you kill one person, it's like you've stopped a whole bunch of lives being impacted. And then if you save them, then you are saving that impact, right? So this pretty much becomes her mantra. It's like her hero philosophy, right? And they talked about that in that documentary about trying to find a hero philosophy for her, like what would drive her forward. So it seems like this is going to be what drives her forward.
I thought about it as like, if you can kill one person, that means you can kill the rest of them.
Well, that's also
Save
true,
one person.
right? If you can, because is it easy to save people? No, right? That actually takes a lot more courage than most people think. And it also takes a lot more even to kill somebody, right? But it's kind of the idea that one is all and all is one, right?
that always made me feel better. Because no matter how bad things get, there are always people who rush in to help. And according to my dad, they are blessed.
That's super big.
I just made my hand the size of a steam shovel. I plunged my impossibly stretchy arm into where I last saw Zoe and scoop up a massive amount of disgusting riverbed, in the middle of which is Zoe. It's okay, I've got you.
Yeah, those gloves are crazy.
Kids from the party have wandered down the path, just in time to see me set Zoe down on the dock next to Josh. Are you okay? Can you breathe? Yeah, I'm okay. All three party kids have their smartphones out. Great. Oh my God, your old costume. It looks great. Can we get your autograph? You saved me. I am never gonna get wasted ever again.
Lies. Lies and manipulations.
What's up with your arm?
What the what? My arm is still jumbo-sized. I gotta go. Wait! Hey! I pound down the path, lugging my giant colossal arm against my chest like a bag of flour. When I daydream about the Avengers, this is not how I picture it. This hand thing is getting out of hand. Great. I make bad puns now. Come on. Get normal sized. Disambiguous. Hey, it's like having a completely new sense. It's not sight or taste or touch. It's something much weirder. Something almost inhuman. But being someone else isn't liberating. It's exhausting.
So she just said that.
I
Is that,
can't look at a lock of this
do you think
long
that's commentary? She says being someone else is exhausting. Was she not trying to be somebody else before? Or she wanted to be somebody else, right? So it's kind of like she got what she asked for. Now she's somebody else and it's not quite what she's thinking, right? Do you think that's bigger social commentary? Yeah. Well, do you know what that means, social commentary? See how you just agree. Social commentary is when it's making a comment on basically on society, like making an observation about the way things are in the world. So it's trying to say that a lot of times you try to be something that you're not, and it can be very exhausting, right? Have you ever tried to be something you're not? Nobody?
Yes.
Good at video games, that's kind of hard.
Like in real life, right? Like to be that perfect person or to be something that you're just different from yourself. It can be very exhausting. You can actually lose yourself in that. And so she just saved somebody, but do people know that it was her?
No,
No, they think it was
Miss Marvel.
Miss
Captain
Marvel in an old costume, right? This is the original costume for Miss Marvel, right? Now, here's always been my question. Does this look like a good get up to go save people? No, right? It's not the most conducive.
It's like the gymnast leotard and she's
Yeah.
just wearing extra stuff.
Exactly. So let's see what happens.
Blonde hair I've got. I always thought that if I had amazing hair, if I could pull off great boots, if I could fly, that would make me feel strong. That would make me happy. The hair gets in my face, the boots pinch, and worst of all, this leotard is giving me an epic wedgie. What made me happy? What made me happy was seeing Zoe take a breath of air. Even though she makes everybody feel like crap, I'm glad I was there. I'm glad she lived. And having the strength to step in and help didn't come from this face or this hair or this costume. It came from me.
Good job, yeah.
I didn't say that, but we said that.
This is rapidly becoming no fun at all. The homeless guy has a hoodie hanging from his shopping cart. Can I borrow this?
You bet.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Right? I would kind of. Okay,
Home.
so what is that referencing? You should put on some pants.
When they told Captain Marvel, to put on pants.
They finally agreed that Captain Marvel could put on pants. That seems like a very small thing, right? Like not only can you turn her into Captain Marvel, but she can wear pants. But it seemed like that was a pretty big deal, right? Because think about all the heroines you ever seen. Have they ever worn pants? Any of the heroes from Marvel before? No, right? It's always some skimpy outfit like that, right? The guys have all this cool gear and the girls are always in like some leotard or some like short thing, right? And it's like, wait.
I don't know if it makes it more easy to move or.
Yeah, like it's like what? So, but she seems like she's stuck in this form, right?
Forever.
What do you think's gonna get her out of this form? Maybe her
Maybe
death.
her
She's still
selfie.
white.
Okay, so let's find out, because right now she's stuck as a blonde girl, which is not gonna really fit in her household.
I know, that's what.
Captain
Like it's a
Marvel's
reddish
blonde.
blonde, right? Like over, I don't know.
I think it's more orange.
Okay, orange.
It's not like-
So it says Grove Street.
Yikes, lights are on upstairs. Abu and Ami are still up. Okay, this is where I've only ever snuck out twice before in my life. Once when I was 10, just to see if I could actually get down the tree in one piece. And then once freshman year to see the midnight showing of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows with Nakia and Bruno. And what I discovered was this. Speaking in is way harder than speaking out.
Truth.
Kamala, is that you? Kamala?
Kamala. I'm Kamala. Kamala has dark hair and dark eyes and is sort of short and has never actually owned a pair of thigh-high boots. Amir, I can explain.
What are you wearing? What's going on?
It's me, your sister. What you're seeing is some sort of weird subconscious projection thingy. I'm not actually blonde.
Blonde? What are you talking about?
I think she's on drugs, right?
I get you the shape-shifty thingy on purpose. This is a legit thing. I have freaking powers.
Now I'm worried.
Amir takes my hands, which may actually qualify as the strangest thing that's happened to me all night.
Did something happen tonight?
Yeah, something happened. Something really, really weird.
It's gonna be okay. I'll get the brothers from the mosque and we'll beat the ever-loving snot out of whoever hurt you.
What? No, it was nothing like that. I'm fine.
Oh, in that case, you're screwed because Abu and Ami know you snuck out.
What? How? How did you know?
Bruno called us. He was worried sick about you. He said you disappeared from the Shaitani party alone and wouldn't answer him.
Bruno told on me? What is this, 6th grade?
Bruno is the least of your troubles, young lady. Do you realize what your mother and I suffered, sitting by the phone, waiting for a call from the police to tell us something terrible had happened to our daughter?
It was a party. It was nothing.
Nothing? Then where did you get this?
I forgot I was wearing this nasty hoodie.
I'm disappointed in you, Betty. Very disappointed. You disobeyed me, and worse, you put yourself at risk.
You have no idea what I've been through tonight. Abu takes me gently by the shoulders.
Then tell me, Janu. Tell me why my precious Kamala has suddenly become a reckless, disobedient girl I barely recognize.
What do I say? I fell into a coma and woke up as Ms. Marvel? I saved Zoe Zimmer's flaky hair from his life? He won't understand. He can't understand. He'll freak. I'm sorry I disobeyed you, Abu. There's just a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, and I can't talk about it. Not yet.
So should
Not
she tell her
until I
parents?
figure it out on my own.
Do you agree with her that her parents can't understand?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not every day you shape shift into somebody else. So.
Right? And it's not like she can control it, right? So it's not like when Miles Morales went to his friend and was like, check out what I can do. And when he couldn't do it at first, his friend was like, whatever, right? What are her parents gonna think if she starts busting out like, I can shape shift and I turn into a blonde chick? Huh?
We're taking you to the doctor.
You're taking you to the doctor, you're crazy, right? Even her brother was like, what's wrong with you? Now, she said the strangest thing that had happened to her all night was that her brother took her hands. What is that? What can we infer about their relationship?
Probably not very close.
Not very close, right? And we already know that he's super religious, right? So religious that he doesn't have a what? A job. Remember the dad is sitting there and he's like, is there a job holy enough that you can take? Because his dad wants him to find a job, right? So, but it seems like their family is very traditional, right? So let's find out what happens. Almost done.
That's what you have to say? You are figuring it out? How I raise my daughter to hide things from her parents?
Calm down, Ami.
This is your fault, Abu Jab. You are the one who brought us to this country. See how the children have turned up? See, one sneaks out to parties with boys, and the other dresses like a penniless mullah.
Here we go again. Ugh, it's too late for this discussion. I'm going to bed. I suggest the rest of you do the same. As for you, young lady, from now on, your life is school and home. No mall, no movies, no parties. Not until you prove we can trust you on your own. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, Abu.
Nice, sis. I'll pray for you.
Fabulous. I look up at the Captain Marvel poster on my wall. This has to mean something. This has to have happened for a reason. I saved one life. Does it stop there? Or do I go on? I look down at my arm and make a fist. Maybe this is what I've been waiting for. Maybe I'm finally part of something bigger.
Okay. So is she more accepting than Miles Morales was?
Yes.
Because Miles Morales, mutants are like freaks. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
what
was
they
freaking out, right?
are. I don't know what they are in this universe. I just know that Miles Morales, they're like, they're racist towards mutants.
Yeah. And was he excited about being a hero?
No.
No. So even though she's freaking out, she seems more willing to accept it, right? Do you think that, so let's make a prediction. Why does she look like this? But then another one, she's blonde and white.
But she learned how to control that.
So she may learn how to control it, but not only that, she maybe becomes what with herself? More confident in who she is, right? Maybe she realizes that she doesn't have to be the blonde haired white girl to be a hero, right? Because who did she like even though she was mean?
The blonde white girl.
The Zoe girl, right? And her friends are like, she's a jerk, right? And she even told her she smelled like curry, and she's like, oh, it's just like, you know. So she definitely was fighting with trying to fit in. All right, so you guys got any questions?
Yes.
I have
What's up?
not a question. It was like maybe a prediction.
Okay.
You're gonna get shot.
Maybe. No. But maybe the reason why she shaped the shit thing is because she wants to be somebody else. Because she's thinking of somebody.
Are you
That's
down? That's literally just.
Bro, look, listen to me, bro. I wasn't here yesterday.
No, just watch it.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I said, she learned how to control it, but not maybe it wasn't even like she needs to control it. Maybe because she's thinking of being something because she don't like who she is right
Yeah,
now. But
she
once
doesn't
she
like-
accepts who she is,
There you go. So maybe she accepts who she is. So
I'm a G.
this kind of also is following along with the Miles Morales, right? Trying to find who you are, being comfortable with who you are. And not just accepting the hero part of themselves, but who they actually are, which is a common theme of just in novels too, right? Like in other stories, that tends to be a common theme. So we see common themes, not just in novels, but in the comic books. All right, before I wrap it up for today, I do want to remind you that next Thursday, what's happening?
We have no school.
Oh, the star, right?
English 2 Star.
Wait, do I have to- I do, I thought.
I'll have to check on you. I think I'll have to check on you. What do you have to make to pass the star? 37.75. Okay, so on Monday, we're gonna finish up Miss Marvel this week. And then on Monday, we're gonna kind of do some reviews. We're gonna watch some videos on some strategies and things like that. To make sure you guys are prepared for it. But if you have any concerns about it before that, let me know.
I'm seriously.
No, you're not. You're gonna do it.
I think I'm gonna take it because I
Okay, I'll check it. So, and then I'll also let you know room numbers when we get closer to it, okay, where you guys are gonna go. So are you guys at least enjoying the comics?
Yeah, just if they have a nice,
I mean, it's
decent
not funny.
ending. especially-
Huh?
Kind of,
They're kind of funny?